is like seeing like just seeing that the repetition of my actions just ain't going nowhere. You know, like yeah, I could be writing uh in my room as much as I want, but again, you know, you meet people again and you're just like it ain't gonna go nowhere, bro. I love movies and shit, and I love shows, and like a big thing of mine is just quotes, you know, and or like certain scenes. And I always remember this one movie. I don't know if you remember it. It was by Seth Rogen, Anthony Mackie. There was like older dudes trying to figure it out, and one of them was making music, and they were like, "Bro, that's pathetic that you have music and no one's hearing it."
All right.
And that I don't know why that always just stuck to me.
That is good.
What'd you do outside of work then, bro?
Really, I'm not gonna lie. Nothing other than like really listen to music and just like I like the shops here and there sometimes. Like
How old are you?
24.
24. Oh, you young, bro.
How old are you, bro?
What, 28?
28,
Yeah.
bro. Oh, well, you did say he was a little younger than that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
A couple years.
Three. Is it three?
Oh yeah, you was a freshman. Damn.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
You forgot yourself, huh?
Yeah. I mean, we kicked it so long,
Yeah,
and just started
bro.
feeling like we was
Same
same
Man, bro.
Man, I don't really think about that shit. All right.
You ever thought of like entering music
I
in any
have.
kind of form, like being videography or being, you know what I'm saying, A&R or
I have.
managing
Um.
or music itself? You know what I'm saying, rapping or producing?
Yeah, I have. I think. For a minute I have, but I just kind of like just didn't know where to start as far as with it, or just like I guess being around other people who actually do take it serious or passionate about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that could definitely like motivate you to go deeper into it.
Yeah. So I think I have for a while. I just never really was comfortable enough until I got around the certain people I did.
Yeah. What you say now? You want to be into it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah.
still not sure like what to do or
Yeah, I think I don't really have a full on vision as far as that. That's why I was talking to Ant, because it's like I think like his creative uh direction with stuff is like really is the kind of stuff that I need around, because I really don't, like I told you, I don't really know where to start from as far as
yeah.
like the direction. So it's like that's why I'm glad I met him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And then
same actually. Same because when I was first starting, I was the same way. All I knew was just write, just you know have things ready in case whatever you know. And they finally like introduced me to Ant and shit, and like you see the difference of like people that like want to do it and people that are doing it.
right.
You know, just making it happen no matter like what the fuck it is. It was you know motivation like crazy. You know, so that's why I always keep up with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely a good guy. Sure.
He really like showed me like how to like you know make it happen with people. But go talk to them. Like it ain't nothing gonna happen unless you go and like say what's up and just introduce yourself. Because that was my big problem. Like even when I first met him, like I wasn't really talking to him until like everybody had to go get like sodas and like drinks and shit. And me and him just decided to stay, and he like got it out of me to like rap.
Really?
And back then, I was not rapping in front of nobody. Like nobody. I was not trying to rap in front of nobody unless like I was in a booth by myself. And he just got it out of me, bro.
Wow, that's great. How long do you feel like it took for you to like fully get all of everything out of you as far as showcasing what you like to do?
Oh man, that's pretty good question too, cause bro,
You got it.
shit, what's the year now? 2026.
Yep.
I started what 2019.
Yep.
How many years is that?
Sam?
About 7, bro.
7?
Yeah, man, it takes a while, bro,
Wow.
to like be confident and like now I don't care, bro. Now I'll spit any like written shit. I'll try and freestyle now. Like I still suck at freestyle. I don't give a fuck no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it just ended. That I just got that out of my system. August of 2025, bro.
Wow. Wow. So it's still Like it just fully all clicked for you as far as
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, exactly.
So if with you saying that, what do you feel like is the key components to as far as your journey with everything clicking for you? What would you think were the key things that got you to get to the level you are right now? You had to say.
Saying how what I was doing wasn't working, I guess.
What
You
you
know,
talk? What?
it's like seeing like just seeing that the repetition of my actions just ain't going nowhere.
All right.
You know, like yeah, I could be writing uh in my room as much as I want, but again, you know, you meet people again and you're just like, it ain't gonna go nowhere, bro. I love movies and shit, and I love shows, and like a big thing of mine is just quotes, you know, and uh or like certain scenes. And I always remember this one movie. I don't know if you remember it. It was by Seth Rogen, Anthony Mackie. There was like older dudes trying to figure it out, and one of them was making music, and they were like, "Bro, that's pathetic that you have music and no one's like hearing it."
All right. All right.
And that I don't know why that always just stuck to me. And maybe like in August, it really just rung in my head. You know what I'm saying? Like I turned 28 in February, and it was just ringing in my head, ringing in my head. Like, bro, it's pathetic that you love this shit, but no one knows you love this shit.
That's real. That's powerful.
You know?
So you say you're a big movie and show guy. What your top movies and shows? If you had to give me a top three or top five, what would you say?
Shit. Shows. I go Atlanta with Donald Glover. I go shit, off the top of my head. I go like Family Guy.
Family Guy?
You know, any adult animation and Scrubs.
Scrubs?
Yeah.
Was that an animated?
No, it's an old sitcom about like doctors. It was like a comedy about doctors back in the day.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's kind of like a St. Dennis Medical,
Hmm.
somewhere, or in the office too. In the
The
office
Office.
as well. Yeah.
Somebody told me. Somebody else said the same thing as far as The Office. Um. So with saying that, do you feel like is there something specifically that incorporates or helps you, even if it's shows, TV, movies, or anything, life, anything that helps you incorporate into your music or like influences your music personally?
Yeah, all of it. Like,
Everything?
yeah, yeah. Like, I guess I grew up on it a lot because I'm from Mexico, really. Originally, I was born over there, so
Wow.
I have immigrant parents. They didn't really know the culture around here, so all I could really, me and my older brother could really guide ourselves with was just like shows and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like how it kind of works here rather than over there. You know, because
Yeah.
like over there, like yeah, you have like poverty, you have people doing drugs, but it's different drugs, so it's a different kind of feeling. And you know, they have different worries that they'll think would happen here. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really like they did everything for me, but at the same time, like navigating socially here
Mm,
shows really helped me. You know, like it's always sunny in Philadelphia really shaped my humor into not taking things seriously because they're so like fucked up with their jokes. You know, stuff like that.
right, right.
Yeah.
When you said as far as drugs back home in Mexico, you said it's a different type of high, it's a different type of fiend, and it's a different type.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What What do you mean as far as that?
Well,
Explain that.
like, you know how I'm smoking right now.
Yeah.
Like in my household, like this would be considered like on some meth shit. For some reason, the stigma in Mexico, like it's been changing, but it hasn't been changing too much with the immigrants in United States. So they still think it's kind of like a meth sort of drug,
Wow.
you know. So it was like, how can I make you see that this isn't as what you see? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Shit.
Because over there they would like huff glue and shit.
Off
Yeah,
the glue.
yeah, like they would put glue on their thumbs right here and just like constantly all day, just kind of like on some real low life degenerate, you know, fiending type of stuff. You know? And so with that, you know, my parents were very strict. You know what I'm saying? So any kind of little thing is just seen as or blown out of proportion.
Okay. So, as far as your upbringing, growing up in Mexico, how was it versus being in the States and just living there?
That's the thing. I don't remember. I was here. I was brought here at 3 years old. So
Wow.
like all I really know is Atlanta, bro.
Really?
Yeah. So that's why going through in shows back then, I kind of had a stigma on myself, kind of like a chip on my shoulder. Like people already don't want me like in this kind of like scene, I guess, because I'm not supposed to be here. But that kind of drove me too, that kind of it's kind of bringing the words out too, because yeah, it's I wouldn't say it's a different story. I just don't think it's been told so many times.
Mm. Mm. Have you ever did any like? Is there any people as far as Mexico? Is there any people as far as from Mexico or any artists that you ever was influenced by, or it just never since you
Uh,
grew up in Atlanta, it just never touched
Actually,
surface?
yeah, bro, yeah.
Really?
I don't mean to cut you off school or anything.
Oh, you're good.
But yeah, bro. You know, also speaking two languages and loving music makes me, expand to the other language as well. And Mexico has also been heavily influenced by this side, so they have rappers over there too since like the early '90s.
Wow.
So like Control Machete, uh, Santa Fe Clan. Uh, now I gotta say this one because Cartel de Santa. Yeah, yeah. All three of them, would really influence me too. More so in the confidence.
Really?
Yeah, because they're all, on, like hood rap shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you feel like it? So you definitely feel like it influenced you musically, creatively, as far as
yeah,
listening to them growing
yeah.
up. Yeah. Okay. Okay. As far as in Atlanta, what's some artists that you were influenced by, or if you had to say,
And from Ellen,
yeah, or like
bro.
even just living in Atlanta, any parts of the states that you'll say, any part,
All right.
any rappers that you'll say that influenced you heavily, or
Well, from here, obviously like Outkast,
mm,
but also like Gunna, Thug, fucking Lil Key, fucking all the trap motherfuckers for real. But
really?
also, Jid. Um, who else is from here? Damn, I really can't think of like off rip like more conscious rappers from here. Oh, fuck, what's his name? Kenny Mason, like Kenny Mason as well. But if we like, expand out of the states, Chance the Rapper, like one of the first ones.
Mm,
Uh, MF Doom, also one of the first ones. Kanye, of course. Um, uh, Jay Electronica, Jay Z. Like big conscious rap, book bag rap kind of
mm.
guys. And or more modern too would be Mavi, Earl, Tyler, people like that.
Yeah, yeah. It's a great artist, though. Definitely. Um, as far as your music, how would you describe your music if somebody never heard it before? What would you say?
Uh, Angry and calm, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
As far as emotion, I don't really go the love path with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's honestly I guess I would say however I'm acting at that time would really be how my music will be sounding at that time too. Like if you knew me back when I was doing like Spoo shit, like the wild shit I was on. So you'll hear the wild shit that I'll say, or the wild shit that's going through my head. But now I'm more calm and I'm more just trying to figure myself out as far as like fixing what I got fixed. You could hear that too.
Yeah.
So it's whatever or however I'm acting at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in general, calm and angry.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I definitely
Oh,
understand. Yeah. If you had to say just the future for you musically, what does it look like for you? What do you think if you just had to describe personally within 5, 10 years?
Or like an end goal sort of, or
Yeah, yeah,
making not making money because that's what I do for living off of giving people music they want to hear. So as long as I'm able and blessed to hit the road, see states, you know, uh, chill with people that like my music, and just know that there's someone out there miles away that'll come and pay some money, even if it's $10.
yeah.
I'm fucking great with that, dude.
All right.
That's dope, man. Or seeing a line, shit. The whole stadium shit is cool. Seeing all the lights and shit, but uh, I guess for now, man, just trying to be as humble sighted, I guess that would be a term. As long as I can fucking take care of myself, I with my music, I won. You know?
Yeah. Yes, I definitely understand. Um, what's your favorite? What's your favorite part as far as the creative process of making music?
The writing,
Writing?
yeah, just being able to you know put two words that just never been together. That just excites me for sure.
Yeah.
Weird ass
Yeah.
yeah.
That is a fact. I feel you. I feel you. Wow.
Yeah, it was like I hear an alliteration that I just never heard before, and it came out of my brain. That's just a different kind of like high, bro. It's crazy.
So as far as obviously you like to write, do you punch in anytime or just strictly writing or is it
That's a flaw of mine. I tend to go into like perfectionist mode without even realizing it. So, and it came with like me being a rookie in the studio. I would like do a good verse and fuck up the ending. I'll be like, nah, scrap all of that. I'm going on to it again.
yeah.
Or or I fuck up in the middle and be like, no, you can punch it in. And they'll be like, no, no, they'll be like, we can punch it in, but I'll still hear the cuts. I know it'll be there, but as far as, yeah, punching in shit, like,
No, you
nah,
don't.
nah,
So you don't think you ever get to that point? It's just strictly just writing for you. You feel like it helps you creative more so than just punching in off the dome.
Yeah, I feel like I could give the mood. I can hit the target of the mood if I don't punch in. Like you could hear the switch in my emotion, or you can hear the switch in like what I'm talking about. Like I want it all to be fluid,
All right.
Even if like they're great at chopping or whatever, I knew they chopped it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about it. I guess I try to do that Jay-Z shit.
Of course, recently Tupac. Uh, I guess like his stuff, some older stuff for sure right now. But I guess it's like because I think it's what reflects as far as my life personally, like and just the emotion that they brought out in their music. But I still listen to like current rappers as far as like Gunna, you said before. NBA Young Boy is top one.
I fuck with you.
Yeah.
That AI shit was crazy.
Yeah, that was a great project. We crazy on tour. It's just like I wish I was able to go.
That was one of his first, right?
Yep.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. Trying to think of some more. Really, any current artist, I give it a try. I just be trying to tap in on early last year. Cause like I was telling Ant like as far as Michael Jackson, everybody has their specific album they like or like their time period. As far as Mike, you got the Dangerous, the Bad, the Thriller, and all that. Everybody talk about them albums, but it's like me discovering the Invincible album. I feel like it's a very underrated album. Just like it's a very underrated album. I feel like personally. Also, I think like the backstory behind that album too. Like, of course, I was telling Ant like coming off of like before that album being 10 years before he then dropping the Dangerous album and like going through all the legal issues he was going through, as far as even with his label and not being able to drop music and just the cases he was dealing with and just all that. I feel like um personally I feel like that it was an album. It was a redemption album, of course, but
Like you said, 91 to 2000 what?
yeah, but at the time, but I was telling Ant like at the time when he dropped the album, or he finally, it was such a gap between the past album and that the album that the Invincible album that the sound of course changed going to the Y2K era, and like
Mm,
it was big, of course. You had the Missy Elliott's and Timberlands and of the world, and you had just the Justin Timberlakes and all this, and so I think the sound had changed, and
definitely a shift.
it was definitely a big shift, and just adapting with that. Um, I think it was him getting out of his comfort zone and showcasing versatility that
Yeah,
um, some
using a
people
lot more
might.
research on the computer. You know,
Absolutely, yeah.
yeah,
So
pop did. Yeah, it really did change around that time
yeah.
with like Gwen Stefani too, right? Wasn't she around at the time?
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Yeah.
was a good one too. Yep, definitely. Yeah, I just think that like of course with the shift of the music and certain people like certain listeners they aren't too receptive of that type of like just that shift of him changing over,
Mm-hmm.
and
I don't think anybody ever is.
right,
You
right.
know?
That and getting to that, how that's what I want to ask next. As far as you as an artist, how do you balance between challenging yourself uh musically but also stand with what you started with as far as keeping your same level of music that you began with, and then also going out of the realm and trying something different,
Mm. I guess that's funny because I would have to think about that a little more. Yeah, I guess for me, it's like I just try and have the most open ear to whatever criticism, and also just see what people bob to their head to the most, and just try and keep those key elements of it.
Yeah.
Like maybe if people fuck with the low voice, keep it as low as I can for now until it just gets boring to me, and then kind of just see where that goes from there. Stuff like that, just
Yeah.
but just kind of just not paying too much if people love it, but also just knowing that it's just good, just
Mhm.
knowing that what you just made, I guess just having confidence also, or just not doubting what you just like laid down.
Yeah.
Because like I've learned a lot too, like shit I was bopping to, people are gonna bop to. I just wasn't like certain that they were,
Right.
and that just stopped me. But now I know that I have an ear. I know bangers. I know bangers. Me, I know bangers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
believe in that?
Yeah, just gotta believe you know bangers. Bro.
Because I feel like artists sometimes struggle between like trusting in their ear, like what they think sounds good, and also like battling between what they think the listeners would like to hear or like
Yeah, it's always
want
a
them.
balance.
You know what I
So
mean?
yeah, it's always a fucking balance. That's why you can't be mad at whatever the kids are also fucking liking. Like try and see, like try, bro. Just fucking try and see if you like that song, bro,
Yeah.
and try again. Like obviously something is working.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Maybe.
you're just gonna make yourself stagnant at that point.
Yeah. Maybe artists should take that, listen to you, and take that into consideration.
You know,
Because I think too many of them fall short with like the tug of war of that. You know what I mean?
yeah. Like someone else, like you were saying, like Atlanta, like who's coming up and shit. Who I listen to, like Nine Vicious. I fuck with him heavy, and he's been going crazy with this shit too. And he's new, but you could tell he also takes like inspiration from older Atlanta rappers like Doug and like Lil Key.
Yeah.
You know, but some people hate him because of his voice, especially older friends of mine. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? It's like, your shit hard. You know, like, he riding the beat, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But usually I like when I have to listen for it, you know, because I love lyrics. You know? And I always want to see like if they kind of rhyme something that I kind of had on going. So now I gotta scratch some shit. You know? I gotta
Yeah.
start something new. You know? And I guess that's how I always try and keep it different too. Just find competition in anything. You know, 'cause especially realizing some in the life of an artist, it gets on your shit and it gets boring as fuck. Especially when you're writing, it's not always like I got straight up inspiration. So you just gotta find some way to have competition if you're not around enough people that are doing the same thing.
Right.
Like, okay, fine, I don't have the group anymore around me too much. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna be better than blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Or let me see if you ever wrote anything similar to what I did, and now I can't use it. Something like that. Not too much on it, but just keep it in the back of my head. Just always kind of have something to climb to.
Yeah. That's definitely important. Just continuing to be inspired.
Yeah, and I think that's like a big fucking. It gets a bigger problem when you get older too. It's hard to get inspiration when you worry about other shit. You gotta find inspiration.
How do you find that balance between like you living personal life and like still balancing of finding inspiration for yourself music? Like, how do you balance between the two?
Just listen to as much music within while I'm working.
Yeah.
Just find the downtime when I'm not doing nothing at work and get on my phone and start writing. You know, I gotta drive like 30 minutes. I just put on my headphones, ignore everybody else, and just listen to the beat I knew. Even if I don't like, write nothing down, I'll eventually still have that loop in my head and just randomly think of a line and write that shit down. It's also needed though, loneliness, the whole yin yang shit. It's real. You just need that shit to just climb out of what you didn't know you were in.
Mm, yeah.
Really get that reflection clear as fuck.
Yeah.
And I kind of went through that the past year, really, just seeing myself just get slower, fucking just looking nasty, not really taking care of myself sometimes, so you ain't realize how important the gym be, and then that in itself just helps you just clear your mind, and the words just started flowing after that,
Wow.
I could breathe better, you know what I'm saying, I could sleep better, you know, and next thing you know, I'm fucking no exaggeration, I'm just dreaming of words for it.
Wow.
But you don't really see that until you just break yourself all the way down. And I feel like that's as an artist too. That's the shitty part. You sometimes have to like just break yourself down completely to rebuild, to make something, nice, something great.
What do you mean as far as taking care of yourself? Yeah.
You know, just chilling at the crib, bro, doing nothing, bro. Just just eating what you ain't supposed to be eating and shit.
Yeah.
Just letting the person win. You know? Yeah, what was it? Traveling, bro. That's also a big thing too.
Travel.
Yeah, that also goes back into like inspiration too. Like with staying at home, not taking care of yourself, you realize you're not doing shit, you're not going nowhere, you're not gonna remember moments that might clear up certain questions you have or something, stuff like that, or like moments that make you realize, oh shit, I like nature, or oh shit, I like doing this, or shit, I like doing, unless you get out there. So traveling has been a big thing of mine now. I went to Denver to snowboard recently.
How was that?
That shit was fun as hell, busting your ass over there. And yeah, as long as you can get out there to a lot of states, that's what I've been trying to do. just see the states as much as I can. Go to New York, you know, just that's been on my to-do list of activities. You know,
Yeah. It's good. Yeah.
and with that, I feel like inspiration will flowing even more. You know,
Yeah.
see, especially like with seeing different fucking like landscapes. Like I know I wrote some shit being like up in the mountain, just watching the snow, like just mountains with the snow and shit, bro. Yeah, man, it's different, you know.
Yeah.
Or you forget how like kind of in a fishbowl you can be, you know,
Yeah.
when you stay in your city. Because I've been staying here since I was like 3, so I've been seeing the same spots, and then old spots close, and then get build into new spots, and it's something about that just kind of like makes me anxious too. Like, man, I've probably been here too long.
Yeah.
You know, like I've seen like you know where the Belmont is on Windy Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that used to be a whole other shopping center with like a fucking like cheap ass fair that would come like every other like 3 months and shit. Like they fucking built all like turned all that shit down and built that new like apartments and stuff. Or like but at the same time, like the Dollar Tacos, like right by my crib over there by Patmo, have been there since I've been here. You know, I've known it since I've been here. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, like that fishbowl like uh metaphor though, like it can really kind of hit you when you realize like, dang, you know, I've been here. You know, maybe I gotta go explore other shit. You know?
Okay, boom. Okay, from there, y'all. Well, no. I'm saying, I'm trying to help you before I get too.
Um, well, I mean, it's funny because don't I couldn't really tell you because I've been too introverted, you know, and that's really I guess something about me, you know, and especially being in like or trying to get into an industry of like being completely just out there, you know. Just now, I really just been starting to go out, but I could tell, you know, Atlanta's really has changed from like I don't know, like not a lot of people are really doing like the club scene no more. You know, like what's that? What's that club road we always used to go to? Fucking Buckhead Saloon and shit. Like all that shit's getting torn down. You know, like you're realizing, you know, it's not really about footwork with the music no more. You know, it's more so like just really on the internet. So it's like everybody's more so like their persona and them repping or you know where they're from is more so like the internet image and all that. And you can't really. There's not really a lot of places where you. I mean, maybe there is. Again, I've been inside for too long, but I could definitely see like how getting the music out there has been different, and like I just got to adapt to that, you know,
Yeah.
because that's one way it could change. Shit's changed, you know.
You said as far as artists representing or showing where you're from, and as far as the music and everything, I want to dive into that. Um, Explain how was it for you growing up in Atlanta? Um, she says young. You said you came here at 3, and what was that like? You know, living here.
Uh,
Shape. How did it shape you?
uh, and she it gave me like two worlds that was pretty cool, really. You know, because you know the house is very you know Mexican, you know, Spanish, you know, but outside of it, you know, it's more of the black culture, really, you know, and I learned to, you know, really love it too, you know, like I guess being here really shaped like the confidence, really, because both cultures are very, you know, confident based, you know, so that's pretty, you know, it's pretty cool seeing that, like, yeah, let me just think real quick. shit, growing up here, it's a lot of like going to lakes, going to the world of coke, checking out the tourist shit because have like Mexican parents, they want to see everything.
Yeah.
Fucking listening to different music, bro. Like parties in my house is just straight Spanish music, but I go with friends or like on the bus or whatever, like straight rap. So it was just like, oh shit, what is this too? Yeah, I don't know. It was like a kind of a clash, but it was cool.
Right. Cause I was thinking like with your household as far as listening to Hispanic music and like going outside of that, and then you still gotta go into listening to other genres of music.
Yeah, yeah.
How was it as far as you said it was a clash? How did you
Like maneuver,
maneuver through that? You know what I mean?
just having an open ear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just, like realizing that I was like bopping my head to it. I
Yeah.
was like, oh shit, that I'm liking this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We,
But I feel like that's just always helped. I've always just liked any music.
okay. Appreciate you as far as jumping on and having a great conversation with me and just um opening up as far as just you
For sure.
um personal and just musically. Um Definitely learned a lot about you and just want you to keep prospering and going as far as your music, especially as a person.
Appreciate you too, man. Keep doing this shit too, bro. I know you're trying to find your way into it, and honestly, I think you probably found it, bro. If you, I feel like this might be it. Some interview shit, bro. For real, because you have knowledge of like the whole music and shit.
Yeah.
I could see you opening any kind of conversation with any kind of person. And so keep it going, bro. That's
Appreciate
me
it.
being my boy.
Sure, man.
Everyone asked what happened to him. I ain't a bitch to say I stay stagnant. My face bleeds from the pavement. I can't help kiss. I ball my fist. Regret stays on loop. I know that's sick. Haven't felt my feet carry my weight. Just flat out bricks. Cut up lines for the cuts on my lips. Conversations with my liver about what I sip. No black book, more like a folder. There is no bitch. Been alone since the skirt hit her lick. Lost friends and I ain't even rich. But time tends to heal and I feel that shit. Confidence cracking the roof. My stock gearing to head to the moon, but doubt is still rearing. I've met the abyss, so my big toe on the brake. Too much height on the stakes. They wanna skip me on my seasoning. Bitch, put that on my steak, along with the rest on the tray. Steering my life off a cliff too insane. I must say it was fun though. I must say it was fun. Baby.